My name is Todd Linder. We live in Portage. We are members of the Vankal Tea Party Patriots. We actually came here to learn about healthcare, and we're asked to do some show and tell, so that's why I'm up here. In January, we had new leadership take over, and we decided to come up with 3 committees that we were going to concentrate on. One of them was for a newsletter, which I didn't bring anything on, that's more of ours. And then we wanted to do an education committee and an Our Votes committee. The education committee is, we're working to come up with a plan to start a Founders Academy where we can teach middle school aged children about our founders and the Constitution. It's something that the public schools fail in rather miserably. So we're working on that. We're coming up with whether or not we want to have teachers, whether or not we're going to do it, online based, and come up with a workbook. Starting primarily with homeschoolers. There's a lot of interest with the homeschoolers, and then branching out into public schools and beyond. We have in the Kalamazoo public school system, we have somebody that wants to be a liaison. He's an administrator in one of the magnet schools. And like I said, a lot of interest in with the homeschoolers. So we're working on that. The other one is the Our Votes committee, which we purchased license for about 2/3 of our county in Kalamazoo and like 1/3 of the county in Van Buren. Van Buren's not nearly as populated of a county as Kalamazoo, so we don't have as many precincts there. We sign people up to work the precincts. They can buy them for $20 a piece if they want to donate. We encourage people to donate. That's what we're paying. There's 2,000 people in a precinct, and you pay $20. So the idea is to go out and canvass and cultivate the information and the data to populate our votes so that we can generate interest among candidates and conservative candidates and people we choose to sell the information to. People that would purchase their license to our votes, and then we would allow them to use our data. Any money that we gain back then would be split between the Tea Party and the individual that bought the license for their precinct. The idea is if you got some skin in the game, you'll go out and do it. And secondly, we want it to be self-sustaining. If we don't have the money coming in, we won't be able to buy additional licenses. So far we've got like 12 precincts sold. I hate to say sold, but we've licensed out 12 precincts amongst the county. And we've generated some literature.
Do you have any idea how many people are in your county or precincts?
There's about 2,000 people per precinct.
Do you have any idea how many precincts there are?
In Kalamazoo, I can tell you 170,000 people.
Okay.
So 170,000 voters. We came up with door hangers, which I passed out, and business cards. If nobody's home, we leave a door hanger. If you talk to somebody, it's a lot cheaper to hand them your business card. Along with that, we generated a web page and an email address for the information. You make the business cards for anybody that buys a precinct, they can have 1,000 business cards. These we put a sticker on the bottom, on the tear-off. It has the same information that would be on the back of the card. Coupled with that, we have training to teach the people that are going to use the system how to use our votes. We're having our first training next Tuesday, and then I'm available to go anybody that needs training on a one-to-one. I'll go to their house or wherever we can meet and go over that. And we'll have additional meetings as we need that to keep everybody up to speed on the software. Software is very easy to use. We've generated survey questions specific to our county so that we can ask people that we contact specific questions to get the type of information that we want, so that we have information that candidates would want or organizations like Right to Life would be interested in. We can generate phone number lists, walk lists based on specific issues. Also, for the people that are too busy to knock on every door, we're starting with primary voters to keep the numbers lower and then branch out from there. But other attributes like whether they have an American flag flying on their property. I mean, there's a certain type of person that does that, and that's important to know. And that you can do just by driving through your precinct. Not that we encourage just driving through, but at a minimum, if that's all you're going to do, we want some attributes that you can do if you don't have the time to devote to it, so everybody can be involved.
How much did you pay for your door hangers?
I have a price list there that I brought for you. I think the door hangers are 11 cents a piece if you buy 5,000.
Okay.
Right there's a full price list, and these are like 2 cents a piece if you buy 1,000.
Okay.
It's on there.
Well, the big advantage with the door hanger is, you know how we can't put anything in the mailbox, right?
Right.
And then if you try and put it on a doorknob, it's difficult. But the door hanger, you can just hang it right on something. And it's got that, I think the card tears off the bottom.
This,
also.
yeah, if you look at these, you just tear this off, and then this is the same as the business cards that we have.
And it gives you a point of contact that way. Any questions for Todd?
Anything else?
Bill?
Yeah.
How did your data match up with stuff that was in voter vault from the state party? Or did you not make that comparison?
We didn't make a comparison with voter vault. We compared it with the walk list that we had last August from the state party, and it's better data than that. There's still some, that's part of the reason for using it. You go through it and you can correct the data as you go. And it has the same functionality with linking to your Facebook friends. And the reason for doing that is it cross-matches all the people that are on the list. And the more data that gets put in by more people, it corrects itself. So the more data you put into it, the better. The state list, that's a one-way street. You send your data there, nothing comes back. That ends up in Washington.
Dashboard.